Hi guys, I'm Woodcraft Hamster and I thought I'd do another quick video in my revisiting firelighting series. And what I want to talk about today is this. Now this is birch bark. As many of you will know, birch is one of my favoured materials for both bushcraft, wood carving, you name it. I generally find a use for it. Now birch bark is one of, as I say, my favourite tinders. I really do genuinely believe it's one of sort of nature's better tinders out there, especially in the areas that I'm in. Obviously if you're in an area where there's no birch, then obviously you're a bit stuffed, but basically I really do like the way birch bark is just phenomenal stuff. It's so easy to prepare, it's really easy to light, it gives you a good sustained flame to get your fire going, and you know, I can't genuinely think of a better natural material, with the exception of maybe fat wood, you know, things like pine resin, which are very similar, but this certainly is on sort of, you know, the top, probably the top 5 list, at least in my mind. It's definitely my preferred. So what I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to bring the camera a bit closer in. I'm going to show you how I'm going to prepare a piece of birch bark. We'll get it to light and hopefully get a little bit of slow motion footage on the GoPro as well. Right then guys, so I've just got a small piece of birch bark here. I've actually pulled this out of my fire lighting kit. It's probably been in there well over 6 months, and the point I wanted to make with this is that basically whether you're using fresh birch bark straight off of a tree or a branch, or something that you've taken for later, it all works just as well. Which is one of the reasons I like it so much, because you can pick it up on the fly and use it there and then, or you can stick it in your pack and it will still be there if you find it 6 months or a year later. Now in order to prepare birch bark, what you need is either a knife or some kind of object with, it doesn't need to be a sharp edge, but certainly a square edge. And what you want to do is just scrape back the papery texture on the bark. Now you don't need to do a lot of it. I mean, my personal philosophy on this is that you know, the more preparation you do, the easier the light's going to be. So I'm just going to spend a couple of seconds here just scraping some of this up, like so, and you can see, you know, I've managed to keep most of this in the centre. Most of it's still attached as well, which is really useful, especially if you're outdoors in sort of slightly windy conditions or anything like that. And that's basically it. That's all you really need to do. Hopefully I'm not going to make an idiot of myself and get it to light first time, but really all you want to do is get your fire steel in there, and there you go, straight away you've got fire. Now that was all of, I would say, less than a minute's worth of preparation. Now I appreciate this has just rolled over and put itself out. It's not a problem. Now normally if I was using this for an actual fire, I'd have a lot more of this prepared, and you kind of just get it on straight away as soon as you've got it lit. But for our purposes, it's more about getting that initial flame down there. So if I hold that open, that's our initial flame. Now yes, it's gone out quite quickly, but again, I would normally have a lot more shredded up thin birch bark with me, ready to establish that flame and get our fire going. Right then guys, well I hope that was useful. I'm planning on keeping most of these videos on this series just really short and sweet, so we're just running through sort of old ground, just trying to sort of go back through it again, just for anyone that missed it the first time round, and hopefully the video quality is a little bit better. But that was birch bark. As I say, if you're in an area with birch bark, I highly recommend utilising it as a resource. It's really useful, especially as a fire lighting tool. Birch is a lovely wood to use for carving and camp tasks as well. But anyway guys, as I say, I hope it was useful. Comments and questions in the box below. Hit like and subscribe if you'd like to see more, and I hope you'll all join me next time. Thanks guys.